Hello, I'm Julia Quinn. I'm here with you sharing for my project for the Global Share Fair this weekend. Excuse me. I'm just dialing in on my other device so I can make sure I'm in the right group. So that, yes, I am, and that you can see what I've got. Okay, so I am making an ornament, which you could also adapt to be on the front of a card as well. But I just love these gold hoops so much, and all of the bits and pieces we have in our new catalogue that all contribute to making a really, really pretty project here. Happy World Card Making to you all. It's Saturday here in Australia, so we are in World Card Making Day already, and what a great way to share World Card Making Day with our Global Share Fair. So for my project, I'm using the traditional labels stamp set, and it's die, coordinating die, so this lovely label. And you could use, I have used this lovely label that I'm using also with Sending Love and Joy as well. So you can use it for a Christmas greeting as well. I'm also using the Peace on Earth dies and a lovely dove. Hello, Maria. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely that you could be here. Happy World Card Making to you. I'm also using the Christmas greenery dies, which have these lovely big leaves, making it really fun for an ornament. Now the paperwork I'm using, the glimmer paper is from, now I'm using these two, but there are 3 shades in this glimmer paper. It's from the Peaceful Garden suite. It's the Peaceful Garden glimmer paper, absolutely beautiful. And for my dove, I'm using the white velvet, but it also comes in red and green. Now this is an online exclusive product, but let me show you the green as well. There you go. Look at those beautiful Christmas colours, all season velvet. So you could use it for anything. I've seen lots of beautiful Santa Claus that have done that, but I'm using the white for my dove, which is absolutely perfect. So let's grab a hoop and get started. These hoops come in a pack of 10, so you can make lots of beautiful things with them. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, I've cut off my ribbon already. I've cut off about 30 centimetres. 30 centimetres, a bit more. It's probably about 13 inches for our imperial friends. So I'm just doubling it over, creating a loop, feeding it through the loop for the top of my loop. This is where I'm going to hang it. Yes, it is stunning velvet, Maria. Very, very stunning. Okay, and then to complete that, I'm then going to tie another bow to help anchor that in place around the base of my loop there. So just tying like I'm tying my shoelaces, just to keep that nice and firm, pulling that tightly. This is great ribbon. This is actually from the, I forget what the name of the suite is. It's the one with the aura paper, the lights paper. It's just lovely, soft, sheer ribbon and works really nicely and tight. Okay, so there. Now, while I'm getting all of my other stuff ready, what I'm going to do, just looking at my other hoop here, is using my tacky glue, and I'm going to drive a little thread of glue all around that edge there, and just set that aside to get a bit tacky. So that's going to hold everything, and it actually does. Nothing's fallen off my hoop here. It works really, really nicely. So while that's working, here's all my die cutting done. That's very quick, wasn't it? I've got these magnificent large leaves from the Christmas greenery dies done in the blueberry bushel. I've got my holly leaves done in the the lighter blue, the cloud cover. Now here's my, oh, it's been resting up against something. My Secret Sea little holly berries, my velvet dove. Look at him. It's a bit hard for, but he does look so pretty. The velvet is beautiful, creating the doves. And then my label here. Okay, so with my blueberry bushel ink, just going to pop you up a bit so that I don't do anything there. With my blueberry bushel ink, stamp my season's greetings. Is this the right way? Yes, it is the right way. Can you see what I'm doing? There we go. Season's greetings. Nice and easy. Season's greetings. Lines up beautifully on that lovely label. So that's the only stamping there is for my project. But while my blueberry bushel ink is out, I'm going to add a little bit of colour to my beautiful dove here. Let me get, okay, so I do have to be careful. I'm going off the edge of it and just going right on the edges of the wings there, right on the edges of this other wing, and some down on the tum-tum, oops, and on the tail. Okay, so there we go, giving a, really highlighting that lovely, lovely bird. Okay, and I've also got my Secret Sea stamping blend. I'm just going to put a little dot there, oops, big dot there for the eyes. One eye anyway. Just going to clean off my surface here with my trusty little rag. And with my bone folder, not that it curves very much, the velvet, not quite the same as paper, but just a little bit to lift those leaves up. There you go. You can have a look at little dove there. Isn't it cute? All right, so the next, all I have to do now is assemble. So I've done all my die cutting. I've got one large leaf here. Pop you there. My other large leaf. Oops, no, I don't want you hanging off there. But a little bit there, quite so much. You here. And I might trim that stalk off there, so he's not sticking out from underneath my work of art. Next, I'm going to put on my extra bit of ribbon. Now, so this is the same length as the other one. I'm just going to stick this underneath here. So, how to do that? Just add a bit more. Actually, what I think I did was stick it underneath this thing here. On here, 1, 2, and then fold my ribbon in thirds. If it's going that way, I have to go that way. And spread you out so that it all gets to stick. There we go, there's my season's greetings. Okay, and then all over the back of that, lots of dimensionals to anchor. One to anchor the velvet in place. Oops. Not the velvet, the ribbon. Am I in? Sorry. And one to stick it onto the project. And hopefully they'll be all over the top of the glimmer paper there. Okay, so just peel the backs off each of them. Oh. And pop you on there. Season's greetings. Okay. Now I've got my other holly leaves, and I'm going to pop them up there. Okay, and I might use, I think I'll use my liquid glue this time. A little bit here on the other end, just on one end, because the other bit's going to stick out in midair. And also, actually those guys I'm going to use, oops, I'm going to use mini glue dots for these ones. So just stick them straight on there, so they'll be easier to place than if I was using liquid glue. So stick that straight on there, tear you off, so they're ready to go. Okay, now my leaves should be sticky enough. Pop you there. Pop, oh, oops. Good way to lose half the glue, Julia. Pop you there, and there. Wipe up my stickiness so I don't get my fingers in it. Where are my berries? My secret sea berries. Unusual colours for berries, yes, I know, not red, but I love the blues and the sparkles and the white together. I think it looks really beautiful. There we go. So that's that. And then last of all is our little friend, the dove here. And he needs a couple of dimensionals on his body. Maybe a little one on his tail. Oops. Don't you love it when you pick up the dimensional and just get the backing, not the whole thing? And there must be another one here without backing. Oh, here it is, up here. Okay, I peel the backing off the big guys and stick you just there. And there's our little friend on his sparkly, sparkly leaves. Non-traditional colours for Christmas, but I think very beautiful. There you go. There's my, and because this is, I can slide that to wherever I want it to go. Season's greetings. Now I've got 2 of those ready to go. Isn't that pretty? I might just trim the edges of my ribbon here. 1 and 2, and that's it. We're done. So, happy world card making to you. If you are interested in getting the PDF tutorial for this and all of the other projects created by everyone else in our group, send me a message if you're my customer or team member, and I can forward that PDF to you. And on the PDF will be the links to all of the videos for today, so that you can create all of them at your leisure. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.